The Oxford Dictionary defines the term evolution as a process by which different kinds of living organisms have developed from their earlier forms during the history of the earth. In simple terms, we went from bell-bottoms to skin-hugging genes to bell-bottoms again. That's evolution too. In this evolved world of ours, things taking place around us tend to have a substantial effect on us. Media plays an extensive role in an individual's daily life. Right from the second you wake up till you go to bed, after saying goodnight to your wife, your parents, your siblings, you are surrounded by a world built just for you by the media. A lot of people associate social media to be the dominating factor of media as a whole. Well, that's not true. Mass media consists of various means by which information reaches a large number of people through newspapers, movies, televisions, and many more. Advertisements form a vital part of mass media. In Melbourne, Australia, metro trains wanted to get across a simple message of no horsing around near the train tracks, or that disorderly conduct could lead to several injuries, even death. Instead of putting up typical warning posters inside trains or making typical warning announcements inside train stations, they came up with Dumb Ways to Die, a song that has garnered 157 million views on YouTube since it debuted in 2012. The simple Vodafone Zuzu ad gained so much momentum among the Indian audience that there are around 200 fan pages of these Zuzus, with a fan following of 2 lakh plus increasing daily. This particular ad helped Vodafone increase its sales by millions. However, the general notion goes like, this world of media is blinding you from reality. But what I am here to say today is that the correct exposure to this media has helped us broaden our horizons. It's made us more acceptable, aware, and has influenced our thought process in a way like no other. The brutal rape and murder of 8-year-old Azifa Bano had inflamed religious tensions, led to widespread protest and international attention. It even led to the birth of the social media hashtag Justice for Azifa. What happened to the 8-year-old couldn't be undone, but this would be another of the 1,000 rape cases that hadn't surfaced or wasn't spoken about if it hadn't used media as a medium for propagation. The catastrophic war taking place in Syria has consumed over thousands of innocent lives. Over 6 gruesome years, Syria's raging conflict has been labeled as the worst man-made disaster the world has seen since the World War II. Our media today has thrown light on the unspoken agony of these people, which is our first step in reaching out to them. Helping the thousands of crisis-affected men, women, and children may seem like an impossible task if one is thousands of miles away. But charities and organizations across the world are doing incredible work on this front, and they need your support. For a long time, society had not expressed the issue of sexual harassment and assault. It was often seen as a matter that was left unspoken or seen as a private matter that was often left unacknowledged. The victims were the ones who were often blamed and not the assaulters. Started by Tarana Burke 10 years ago, the hashtag #MeToo movement has provided a platform for these victims to come out there and share their stories. Social media became the platform where thousands of voices were heard and were given hope that they're not alone. However, everything around us revolves around the concept of yin and yang, which means we are an amalgamation of the good and the bad. Connectivity, accessibility, and liberty are the pillars of media, which when used correctly can be empowering, but if not, can be detrimental. Media can often be a one-faced communication provider. It tells us what there is and pulls us in its grip without suggesting or telling us what problems we might face later on with it. Suppose you want to be super skinny now and you succeed too. But later, eating disorders such as anorexia might just ruin your life. The spread of media has also taught us to idealize the perfect body type. This has led to the growth of innumerable insecurities, especially among the young, malleable youth. The advent of social media has seen a surge in bulimia and anorexia. What our youth fails to see is the number of hours of makeup and airbrushing that goes behind these perfect, impeccable photographs of Vogue models. What our youth fails to see is that a person's virtues, opinions, and beliefs scale larger than his stand on a fairness scale. Thus, I would like to conclude by saying that yes, I know and fully agree that it is hard to keep up with this developing world of media advancement. But it is highly imperative to discard all negative aspects of it and retain all possible plus points and channelize them into the development of humanity. Because at the end of the day, we all belong to one race, the human race. Thank you.